recording. Yeah. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. I was waiting for it.
For what?
The keyboard inputs. Yep. I'm gonna be playing it on normal, and just like Blind Forest, there will be an intro cutscene.
Unlocked? The most challenging way to expect the way like with unlock. Oh, there's no life. There's no one life.
Yeah. But there is a no death achievement, so there's that. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and do this rerun on normal mode.
Yeah.
Also, intro cutscene. Literally picking up where Will of Blind Forest left off.
Can you go back?
Yeah, I can.
And invisible wall.
Oh no! Does a little animation. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
I expected you're gonna like fall and feel that.
Nah, this is a cutscene. Also, the main menu theme is still playing.
Hmm.
Yeah, the main menu theme is still playing, by the way.
Yep.
Also, look.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, the text will stay on screen instead of moving dynamically. Game stuttering.
Mm-hmm. What?
Yeah, remember the egg and if you watched the part the bit that what you missed in Blind Forest is
No, I did not watch.
well, you should. Like literally, after I'm done recording this, watch what you missed, that being the final chase, and you'll see where and you'll see it. It. Yeah. You watching still though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know peaceful fields and so on.
Yeah.
Uh,
Game. I don't know why, but the game is actually kind of stuttering a little. Like, everything is still smooth, right? Because, like, on my side, it's, like, stuttering occasionally.
what do you see on your side? I also see on your side.
Ah,
So
okay.
it's also going to go for me.
Okay.
When you can fly, then hell you can help.
Yeah. Remember the feather from Kuro's feather from if you okay, before I continue on,
No, like, no, like, when you can fly from using wings, then why not using a helium?
fuck. We're not even anywhere in the actual game and there it is. Okay, what okay, let me go ahead and cap what you missed. At the end, after Kuro saw the error of their ways and sacrificed themselves to save the last of their young, uh, our our characters is brought back their egg and started caring for Ku,
Yep.
which then the egg eventually hatched, and here we are now. Ku, you also probably noticed as well that Ku's feather, part of Ku's wing, is injured. Isn't like the other one, so they can't fly. Anyways, continuing on. And,
But that is why I suggesting use a helium
not like it
instead.
exists. It doesn't exist here, unfortunately. I'm pretty sure you actually, yeah, you have to, yeah, you have to press a prompt. You're making sure to read the dialogue when it shows up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just ability.
Well, we will. Well, it's only here in the prologue right now. I'll keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
And
I still waiting for the plot twist.
eh. eh. Just remember the motif I mentioned, and at the end of Blind Forest.
Yeah.
And now we're together.
You go take a screenshot at the moment.
I know. Oh.
That was a good scenario.
Yeah, I should have pressed the button when I had the opportunity, but I'm pretty sure a billion other people got it. And hey, look, there's the Red Shadow tree.
Hmm?
Yeah. And there's the Floorhorn Ruins. It's the outside of it.
Yep.
And there's the Mount Run.
And where is well?
Yeah. Well, somewhere out in our world, technically speaking. Now, I do want to mention as well, this will be the only time we see Enable. Oh. Oh, this beginning cutscene.
Mm-hmm.
And again later in the game's story.
Oh, hey, DK is back.
Yeah.
But there is a question. Why they thought they were in the first place?
I think they were just exploring the world. And,
And well, now we ended here.
yep. Separated by the storm.
Fuck you, Storm.
Our story began. Anyways, we don't have Scene with us anymore. We're Anku, so we're on our own right now. I'll separate it from the storm.
Incubat.
Yeah. And also, hey, look at our HUD now. We start off with already. Yep, a life orb. Also, we don't got anything now.
Incubator.
Yeah, this is the first area in the game.
Hello, Puro.
There's a very distinct difference between ink and the latex that Puro is made of. All the latex creatures are made out of. Also, no, pressing left mouse does nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I don't have any of my abilities. I'm right mousing and nothing's happening. So I can't use bash. Wait,
Is
hold
that
on.
ever explained? Why?
I don't know if it ever gets explained. I guess because of how long it's been, Ori forgot how to utilize their abilities. And see, Spirit Light is now different. And it's no
Mm.
longer it's no longer used for experience anymore.
Yep.
Yep. See? This was the torch thing weapon that I was talking about on one when I was showcasing all the weapons to you at the start. Alright. Yeah, it's not that it's not that good. You can only use it in this one section. And there's the fire damage I was talking about. I also think as well the torch is unique and has unique animations associated with it.
I will miss the one experience.
Yeah. Also, now that I have a torch,
Yeah.
I can break those walls down that I kept encountering. Yep. Make sure to read the dialogue as well. The dialogue.
I can read that dialogue.
Wait.
I can speak the
Just read it in your you can just read it however you feel fits.
squawk.
Squawk. Just say squawk or something. I don't know. You can just skip it if you can't pronounce it. And just tell me when you're done reading and I'll continue it.
Yeah, I just like. What are you now? That is what I can read, but that's not so much.
Here, I'll read it. Squawk. What are you now? Not a Madaki, clearly. Madakis were those little, lemur critters that we saw at the very start. Once I was able to gain control. So, yeah. Anyways, I'll continue the dialogue. Yep. And, look, now he mentioned where we're at now. You reading it?
Yep.
Okay, just tell me when you're done. You've gotten done reading it, right?
Is there even because how is it the environment looks almost same? Like if you are nature in Niven or Niver.
Yeah, the environments look the same. It's just we're in a different island. As this one's not like the other place. Anyways, ready for me to continue on with the dialogue? And just press the next. Yeah. Just notify me when you want me to continue with the dialogue.
Yep.
So now.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, he guess.
Yep.
Hizo que nanush. Ah, mira.
Yep.
Yep. See?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now there's a lot more. Here's the spirit shards
So,
that I was.
the storm is for prologue.
Yeah. We're in the game. Yeah. I think so. Yeah. You can see here, there's a lot more stuff than what there is normally. Yeah.
But you know why? What?
What?
I know I said.
Yeah?
People knows Blind Forest, but they don't know a Will of the Wisp.
Well, technically both games are in the same timeline and events.
I mean, that the Blind Forest is more popular than the Will of the Wisp.
I actually never thought of that before, but both games, generally speaking, are very similar. And technically speaking, Blind Forest came out before Will of the Wisps, by the way. Also, I would like to mention as well, we can't look at our stats directly, by the way. I just want to bring that up. We'll meet the guy eventually who we can take a look at my stats for.
Wait, pause the game. Huh. The environment, the... Do you see that the environment is still moving?
Yes, I noticed. I don't know if that's a glitch or just something involving the game's physics. While mini games do pause everything, some games don't. Anyways, so I'm gonna go ahead and continue. Yes, the spikes still insta-kill enemies.
And you.
They still hurt, don't get me wrong, but they hurt way less than what they do in Blind Forest, by the way.
Holy shame, yeah. You're gonna die
Game.
into prologue.
Oh my fucking god, I did! Oh, that is the most embarrassing death I've ever had.
First enemy, first death.
Actually, no, that wasn't my first enemy. Those little blob critters all were. Can you blame me? It's been a long while since I've played the game. Game. Oh, wow. Those uppercuts are very strong. Also, by the way, here comes the only unique gimmick about the weapon, about the torch. See? Yeah. And even though I don't have the ability to charge jump or wall jump yet, I can do this at least. Cling on to blue moss to climb on it.
Yeah. That does Ori did not forget how to jump.
Yeah. Actually, I don't think I can grab that yet. Yeah. Right here's another unique collectible for story progress, by the way. For some other environmental stuff and progress. And because I don't got a torch, I gotta avoid the enemies. Honestly, I don't even remember if I ever ended up dying in the prologue at all.
Now you remember. And you will remember.
Actually, I don't think I ever did die in the prologue. Also, these guys won't shoot projectiles at you, which is unique to these enemies exclusively. Look, see? Despite them seeing me constantly, they won't attack me. Yeah, now if I talk to him...
Yo donna nush. Oh, mira.
Yep.
Oh, nog mira.
Yep.
Ez a uji. One. Onok.
Yep.
Ani nugsam.
Yep.
Yeah, also, when I zoom out, you can see the map is much larger than what it is normally. Eh, yeah. I'll talk about this when it's relevant, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And I also need to go back up here anyways. Oh yeah, they made the animations for Keystones slightly slower. We don't have Scene with us after all, so the animations are much slower, and our action times are much more delayed. Also, swimming is still the same, by the way.
And breathing is bad. Back.
Hmm?
And the water breathing is bad. Back.
Yeah.
Is it ever instant death?
Yes, water is still instant death. If you drown in it, to be expected. Anyways. I'll go ahead and keep going. Hi, Howl.
Bruh. What?
I am just eating shit right now. I've never eaten shit that badly on Howl, by the way. By the way, that thing's name was Howl, but I'm pretty sure you knew that.
Yeah.
Also, I'm pretty sure if I pause... Yeah, look. See? Yeah. Whenever I progress through certain important story moments, this side will add new stuff to it. By the way.
What stuff?
You noticed how when I paused the game, there was no wolf howl icon right here? Now there is.
Huh.
Yeah. As I progress through the story, more icons and stuff will start to show up here. They're usually for important story moments, and on this side is where all of my abilities appear at. Lag. Yeah, see? Howl's dim.
Yep.
I can't jump up there. Oh, and my dinner is done. Okay, I'm gonna be right back because my dinner is done. So, I'll be right back. We'll cut back to where I'm done eating. There we go. Oh, hello, Discord overlay. A little late for that. A little late for that. Yep. Also, we have wall jumps immediately, by the way. And hey, look.
Huh.
Yeah, but it is before I go ahead and interact with it, I want to mention it's not the same spirit trees that we saw in Blind Forest, by the way. Just waiting to bring that up. It's a different class, different variant of it to be exact.
And you are dead.
No, we're fine. Yeah. And hey, look, the storm's gone. And there's the Modaki I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And there's... This... Yeah. This will be our replacement from the torch. It automatically gets assigned. And there we go. Yep. And now, of course, I can break these without it.
Ori is right now something like, what the fuck? I can do this right now?
Yeah. Okay, I might as well, like, while I'm progressing forward. There's a difference between the trees that are made... The, spirit trees that were made by spirits that ended up dying, and that tree in particular. That tree is an ancestral tree, a very unique variant of it, to be exact. Ow.
Oh.
Yeah. Ancestral trees, these usually they somewhat represent and yeah, these guys are a nuisance on your first playthrough. I'm pretty sure I got killed by those guys quite a few times, to be exact. But don't worry, my skills will return. There are still instances anyways where you should avoid enemies during the early game, but once you progress late into the game, there's no need to worry about it. It that much. Along with that, you might have noticed as well that enemy damage is much lower than what it was in Blind Forest. Instead of me losing a whole life cell, I only lose a part of it. Yep. See? Yep. And this will... And...
Magnet.
Yeah. Spirit shards are now the replacement for those abilities that you can unlock.
You can and equip only 3? That's shame.
Actually, I can equip more later in the game, as I can get upgrades to be able to equip more of them. I just can't equip all of them at once, and they can all be upgraded, which I'll talk about when it's relevant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can usually attack quite a long time. Cutscene. Make sure as well you do read the dialogue whenever it shows up, of course, especially these cutscene dialogues, as I have no control over them when they progress or not. And anything that you miss, you can simply watch back on. And say, yeah. Okay?
What is your main conditions? Like get out from the river?
Our main story mission will change from time to time. But generally speaking, there are main quests and side quests. Usually every single main story quest in the game varies immensely, but usually main story quests are uniquely designed.
Where in the Blind Forest you had to, your main quest was to restore the light. But what about here?
It technically changes is from certain things. Like right now, I would say that our main story quest is to find Ku and figure out what's going on. Because if you read what the Mudaki were saying, they mentioned that there were spirits like Ori here. However, they all just boop disappeared completely.
Oh.
Yeah. We'll get more story about what happened to them later. You can also see as well that I much better prefer the combat of Will of the Wisps over Blind Forest.
Mm-hmm.
It's also a lot more challenging.
I'm more entertaining.
Yeah. And we will get more abilities later, of course. I feel like that's
I mean, you can still skip the enemies, yes.
I know. You can still skip it fighting enemies. But the primary reason I'm fighting them right now is just to primarily gain spirit light. After all, it's not used for experience anymore. Or it's a currency. Now.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh yeah, there are certain instances where you're required to fight the enemy. Fight either an enemy or multiple enemies at once. And there are numerous instances like this in the game. Much more than Blind Forest. And, oh look, another ancestral tree.
Nice.
Yep. Yeah, we gained double jump way earlier than normal.
Nice.
Yep. Also, I'm gonna pause again. Look right here. There. I mentioned about how main abilities will end up here as well. Yeah, you have wall jumping right away, which is nice. And and speak of wall jumping, this is basically our replacement for climb. I'm now relegated to a shard. Along with that, you can actually press it instead. You don't
Yep.
have to hold shift. If you can just select it. It, it gives you a lot more control. Also, you can usually corner enemies and get them stuck on the wall. Oh, and because of this game's much more open-ended nature, it's a lot more forgiving than Blind Forest. I do also want to mention as well, in terms of the order of what Ori games you should play first, I highly recommend playing both games in canonical order. The story is much smoother and more dialogue. Also, without seeing, I can still interact with these. And also, you might have noticed as well, I don't have access to Soul Link. This is because there's actually autosaves and checkpoints in the game. So there's that.
Oh, great. The Yasuo is back.
Yeah, they're back. Still as brutal as ever. They usually still insta-kill you if you get hit by them. And I also might as well mention as well, there will be another ability that we obtain pretty early soon as well. But now also I can go down here. When originally I couldn't. Also, I can knock those slug creatures off the wall now. When originally I couldn't. Which is a nice change. Now I got a keystone. Also, along with that, that there is now more NPC. There's also another NPC available right here that was originally not there before. Where,
Huh.
yeah. Now, remember all that spirit light I've been gathering? Yeah, now it has a use. One of the few new uses that it has Lupo, as he's referred to. Who, if I have the spirit light of, if I have enough of spirit light, I can simply talk to him, and he will, and I can ask to buy a map from him. And yeah, no more of those map stones. I'm just glimpsing at my map. That spirit light went flying. There are upgrades that you can get later on to boost spirit edge damage, alongside other things as well. And hey, look, the decay water is back. See it now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, still does damage if you touch it.
And I guess you're gonna have to cleanse it again.
Hmm? Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
I still gotta cleanse it, of course. Ooh. Whoa. Yep. Life cell fragments are now a thing. Life cell and energy cell fragments are now a thing as well. I'll just. Yeah. Huh. Also, I feel like it's already obvious enough to point out. We don't have Ku's feather anymore, Kuro's feather anymore, so yeah. Reading the dialogue. Alright. Continue.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. And then, of course, I can switch between the different main story quests, if I so desire. Yeah. Which, even then, I am planning on going over here. Here, anyways. Also, I'm experiencing, like, occasional, like, freeze-ups. Like it's not bad, but it also causes like a brief amount of stutter.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you're experiencing it too. Oh yeah, yeah, more stuff involving in the ancestral trees. Yeah. And there it is. That was the ability I was talking about?
Cool.
Yeah. Uh, I find this ability so damn valuable. Oh, for a lot of reasons, and it's mainly due to the fact that you can use it to use energy to heal yourself. I already talked a little bit about how certain energy shard combos are extremely busted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, this right here, I can't use Bash on it, and I need to use another ability on it. Yeah. Also, I no longer can pick up the torches, by the way. Not like I need them anymore anyways. Yeah, I think, yeah, he's over here. Yep. And
Manush.
dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
Reading it. Just tell me when to
Yeah.
progress. Good to progress? Okay.
Yeah.
That.
Honey.
Mm-hmm.
Sincero.
See the
Yeah.
continue.
Yeah.
Ah, inajuko.
Yep.
Arsnak.
And now I have a full map of the location. I can also
Mm-hmm.
Agi.
Yeah.
Oh, yet.
Yep. Yep.
there we go. Yeah, now that I have a map available, I can actually fully see where I'm going. And as well. I think as well the fight occurred like somewhere around here. Or I'll probably find the side quest item. Nice job. I saw that enemy just jump into the water like it was nothing. I noticed you're still typing, by the way.
Sending a respond.
Okay. And this is one of the few instances I recommend equipping resistance, hence for early game. Because, like Blind Forest, you don't got a lot of health to work with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you can't afford to be taking many hits. Yeah, I think it's over here. Here, if I remember, if I'm going the right way.
So you can continue or pause the video because I'm gonna make a tea.
Alright. There we go. Another cutscene. Story 1.
Some? Aha! Ahita!
Ready for me to progress?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Story cutscene.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, that was a story moment. And that was a story moment. And that was not me, by the way. That was automatic.
Shrek?
Yeah, Shriek.
I guess that is the main boss.
Pretty much. Their story is different compared to what Kuro had. Anyways, you read the dialogue?
Yep. It's also she? Huh.
Yep. Can
Okay.
progress.
Yep.
Hala, bota, asa.
Yep.
Oh, dear, wow, di pamwatsa.
Yep. Weapon Master. Okay.
Kahit ba? Ah, ito, patsaka.
Huh. Yeah,
Yeah.
how she's the hammer as
I don't have enough spirit light.
but you have yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Yatatala
I am gonna buy the hammer right away, though.
Arasa, Koren, Palawa.
Yep. Rumors. They're technically side quests. That's right here. Here. They're like side quests, but not at the same time. You don't require an item, and you're just kind of notified about their existence. Also, new climbing mechanics were introduced. See?
Nice.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'll go ahead and continue onwards. Can't reach me. Also, here's another thing. Yep.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the movement in Ori and the Will of the Wisps is definitely a lot stronger than what was on Blind Forest. As Ori feels a lot more mobile in Will of the Wisps compared to Blind Forest. Of course, you can still do this. Can't reach it still because can't jump high enough. Most of the enemies from Blind Forest do make an appearance in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I have enough spirit light. No, not yet. Along with that, when it comes to healing, you actually have to hold the button for a bit. I can't break it on this side, I have to go around it. I also think as well, Ori is a lot more expressive than what they were on on Blind Forest. It's still encountering the usual Ori jank. There we go. Ow. Yeah, now I have enough for it, so I'm actually gonna backtrack to him for it.
Garitiba, ahizo, patsiaka.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and buy Spirit Smash.
Oh, wow, what's
Yep. This is of course the notification that all future purchases will be much more expensive. And then I think
Ouch.
yeah. Their prices yeah. That was of course him just mentioning him notifying you that all the stuff have reverted back to their original prices. I need to check the wiki, and I can show you the original prices for all the abilities. These after your first purchase, so yeah. And then of course that's just his end dialogue. Yeah, so if I talk to him now, see?
Yeah.
Yeah, they all cost 800 now. He'll always say stay sharp after the end of every conversation.
Monkey.
You still watching this, right? Because you want to sit down and if you're wanting to sit down and watch these, preferably not get yourself distracted on other things, you know?
You had that.
Yes, I can hear that. Your microphone isn't the best, you know. No.
So yeah, I had to because that NPC is also a monkey.
Oh my goodness. Anyways, let me just go ahead and continue. Essentially, when it comes to all of the abilities, all of them are different in their own ways. I already mentioned and how Spirit Smash is high damage but low speed. While Spirit Edge is low damage but high speed.
Mm-hmm.
And no, I can't tank the decay damage and get the ancestral tree.
Maybe you can.
Actually, I can't. And I'm pretty sure if I drop in it, I'll take a bunch of damage. Hold on, I'm gonna see. Yeah, hold on. What? Okay, so you can stand in it perfectly fine, unharmed, but the second you start to swim in it, that's when you start to take damage. That dealt 4, and there's no way on earth I'm going to be able to tank it. And dialogue. Watch him.
Yep. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Ulenish,
Reading dialogue.
Yep.
Just tell me when to progress. You ready for me to progress or not?
Yep.
Alright. Oh, so go continue.
Yep.
Onog mihira.
Yep.
Ajisa mihira.
Yep.
Mi ajisa. Bah.
Yep. I mean, you can steer down to decay water.
Just barely.
I mean,
That's right, we're gonna cheat.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you should, like, honestly, I already mentioned it. You should make both Blind Forest and my Will of the Wisps playthrough combined into one video. One long full-length video. Yeah, those bomb things are back, if you didn't notice.
I keep receiving notifications from your server.
Just mute it. Anyways, here's another ancestral tree, by the way.
Yep.
You obtain quite a few of the essential abilities in the game quite early. And there's Spirit Arc.
Nice.
Yep.
And as you have 3 weapons now,
Yeah.
so you can combo.
Well, technically 2, who Spirit Arc. I usually find that my best combo is utilizing Spirit Edge followed immediately by Spirit Smash. Usually when you
Are you able to keep the enemy launched like for at a good 50 seconds? Combo on him?
I'm not sure. Or you can
Because
launch. Yeah, you can launch.
Because
Here, hold on. I can. We keep interrupting each other. Other. Oh, yes, you can. It's a little hard to do. It only works on some enemies.
and that Ori is that and Ori is a definite well Devil May Cry game.
Well, kind of. For one, you can't nearly perform stylish combos like Devil May Cry and Ultra Kill. Well, those games were built from the ground up with that in mind. But for Ori in particular, it's much harder to do. You can't, like, full combo 0 to death an enemy in one quick action. And especially bosses in particular. Also, some switches in particular, when you hit them are actually toggles.
Mm-hmm.
Pause.
I'm sorry, I received a notification.
Yep.
Ah.
Yep. This is a key item that I just picked up right here.
Some of your friends asking how long you gonna recording.
With my recording sessions, God, who knows how long. I usually record for about an hour. By default. One thing I find weird is that some people actually prefer using ranged options over close range. I haven't seen that much footage of other people's footage involving Blind Forest. Actually, correction, Will of the Wisps. But this was mainly for the boss videos. Also, I want to mention as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can use the Spirit Arc in the air.
Okay. Haystone.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
This is the other key item I need for progression. I'm still not sure why people DM you over me. Like, seriously.
Because they don't start with me.
Ah, okay. There we go. Now I can continue onwards. Yeah. And hey, look, another NPC I can talk to. Reading the dialogue.
Yeah.
Just tell me when to.
By the way, I understand from this role zero shit. Just want to bring it up.
Yeah, you'll learn more about the lore. I recommend, like, once I finish Will of the Wisps as well, I want you to look up a video. Once I finish Will of the Wisps story, for everything involving its main story, I want you to go ahead and look up the lore for Blind Forest and Will of the Wisps so you can understand the story and its lore more clearly and everything involving it. Anyways, ready for me? Yep. Anyways, ready for me to continue?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Here are the spirit shards. Alright.
Okay, you definitely will have a lot of backtracking and interact with every single trade, every single merchant and purchase other abilities.
Actually, once you meet the merchants, there's a hub area. Remember that zone where I showed all the weapons at? Yeah, once you reach that area, every single merchant will appear there. The only exception being the map maker, who will appear in multiple locations and at once.
Alright.
Yeah, these are essentially only temp things. They're only available when you have them and equipped it. You can also upgrade all of your shards if you want.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Ending dialogue, so yeah.
Yep.
I'm not sure why I broke that, even though I'm already full health. I forgot there's... Yeah, there's more crush traps than there normally is, by the way. Like this. Yeah, see, it's a little harder because as you generally have to, like, move closer to them.
Okay.
Just heard the game lag out.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Reading it.
Yep.
Okay, you got it done.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these are essentially time trials. They're not required for our 100% completion.
But what they gives when you complete them?
They're mostly just bonuses and other things as well. They're mostly some bonus stuff you can do where you race against other players. Ghosts. Hosts and other things. Also, P.S. All the time, P.S. All the high-ranking times that you see, those are all straight up impossible. Oh, they're not possible.
What?
Yeah. Like, you're telling me you did this in 0.1 and 0.0 repeating 1 second? And yeah, you're a fucking bot. That's all I have to say. Pretty sure if I go to quick access, time trials, memories, yeah, this will allow me to see all the cutscenes.
Yeah.
Scenes, leader, hold on, quick access, leaderboards. Oh, it's because I don't have any of them available. I have to discover them first. Why did I do that? Uh-oh. I died. See? It just spawned me right here instead.
Mm-hmm.
But generally speaking, if you just want to enjoy gameplay and don't care too much about story, I highly recommend Will of the Wisps instead. But that doesn't mean you should ignore Blind Forest. I still highly recommend it. Because these have collision. Because you have to actually use Spirit Arc to activate and deactivate the switches. Yeah. Yeah, it closes too quickly. It usually takes me a brief moment to remember some puzzles in games, especially ones I already beat. know you can get crushed by those. I actually didn't. Out of all of my time playing, I've never gotten crushed by those. Just slammed right into the wall. Like, I'm not kidding. I never knew you could get crushed. Crushed by the falling... by the rocks. I have to pull this back. Wait! Alright. I swear, when I return to a game, either it's much more stable or much more unstable. Oh, like, I can't stop breaking games.
You got stuck in the environment.
Yeah, usually when I play a game, either it's relatively stable or very unstable. Oh, I'm looking at you, Help Wanted. Security breach release. Huge. I'm looking at you, security breach on release. Like, you should watch my old playthrough on security breach on release. It was
I guess they still dying in water.
Yeah. I have to complete a story event first in order for it to become safe to touch. So right now I just have to lower the water until to progress.
Oh, I bet the background is changing how I see.
Yep.
At this mostly you don't see in most 2D games.
Yeah. Also, right down here is one of the stronger enemies in the game. A slug-like enemy. When you kill it, get ready to back up, because those things will literally explode. Okay, just outright ignore me.
He just blew up and popped.
Yeah, that explosion does deal damage. Also, I like how I talked about him being one of the more stronger enemies in the game, and then here I am, instantly taking him out in one go. The fastest I've ever taken out a mid-tier enemy, high-tier early game enemy. Also, if you didn't notice, the ground pound actually now launches enemies.
Mm-hmm. 0%.
It's mainly because I haven't been to some of these areas, especially Korok's Hollow. Back to Korok's Hollow in particular, which is over here, which is where I'm at right now. In fact, yeah, I need to go down this way. How did I not take damage? Ah! Oh, okay. Spawn the enemies back on me, I guess. Okay. Also, just like Blind Forest, there is no block or parry that you can do. Which kind of incentivizes a more mobility-focused playstyle. Yes, that still instantly kills me, if you're wondering. Like that.
What?
I lost 18 health? I think as well, how damage is calculated involving decay water is actually different.
But you didn't take a damage for a while. But that's interesting.
Yeah. I think as well, how decay water works is sort of like a status effect. Something like Dark Souls, where you'll only take the damage after being exposed to it for a short time period.
In face.
Yeah, these guys are usually a nuisance to deal with for a variety of reasons. Their death explosion is not one of them. It has hit me before, but it's not nearly as bad as you would think it would be. It's more of a mild inconvenience. Yeah, I can't get up here yet. That was the most unintentional combo environmental takedown I've done.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, for context, I did the hammer uppercut move, which launched hit as he was jumping, which caused him to get launched upwards at a brutal angle, causing him to get hit by those spikes.
Portal.
I don't think this is one. Oh yeah, Spirit Trial activations. And... yeah. See?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, I should probably have talked about that guy before instantly murdering him. Okay, so that guy is the replacement for those charger enemies that were in the first game, in Blind Forest. 'Cause they behave very similarly. Their only real noteworthy difference is that they're a bit faster but they are vulnerable from behind. You don't have to break their armor off to be able to damage them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Here, I'm gonna look at the quick access now. Yeah, I have to find them. And this guy's right here in the cut. It's gonna be in here for the cutscene. I actually wonder, will the blast obliterate them when I obtain the ability here from the ancestral tree? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Oh, wait, no, he's gone. He's gone. And I'm probably sure he wouldn't. Anyways. And there's Dash. Also, dashing in the air is now no longer relegated to an upgrade. And I can now dash at any... Yep. So, now I can... and dash much more efficiently. Also, the dash animation is different. It's more like a dodge roll. Oh, you can see like this little roll that Ori does.
Yeah. As I unfortunately gonna hop out from here.
Alright. Hey. I did just hit an autosave. If I guess I'll go ahead and end off here.
Yeah, someone wants to stop with me.
Alright. Well, anyways.
How long have I been recording?
I don't know. Let me check. About an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching now. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Game's on the black screen for a while. Yeah, sometimes this game likes to glitch out a little and take way longer to close out than normal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, I think the game... the game stopped responding. The game's not responding. Nice. Oh, there it goes.